Welcome to Amma for People, the podcast where we imagine what it would be like to speak with some of history's most influential leaders about the issues we face today. Today's guest is none other than Tamil Nadu's iconic leader, the late Chief Minister, Dr. Jayalalithaa. Our conversation centers on the alarming rise in crimes against women under the current DMK government, from the harassment scandal at Amma University to the unresolved Pollachi sexual assault case and the harassment faced by women police officers. What advice might Amma have for us, and how would she guide us to ensure a safer Tamil Nadu? Let's dive in. Ma'am, it's an honor to have you with us today. Tamil Nadu faces a grave crisis. Crimes against women are rising, and incidents like the Amma University harassment case and the Pollachi sexual assault scandal are shaking the confidence of women across the state. You have always been a champion for women's rights. As someone who overcame so much in your own life, what is your perspective on these recent developments?
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I am deeply troubled by what I hear. Amma University is one of our most prestigious institutions. For it to become a place where young women are subjected to harassment is not just a betrayal of their trust, but a stain on the integrity of the institution itself. When I was in office, I always believed that education should be a safe haven. The administration's failure to act swiftly in this matter is unacceptable. The accused must be suspended immediately, and a fair, thorough investigation should take place. In my time, I would have set up a dedicated task force to ensure such incidents were handled with urgency and transparency.
Ma'am, the Amma University case reminds many of the Pollachi sexual assault scandal from a few years ago. Over 50 women were victimized by a gang that lured, blackmailed, and assaulted them. Even today, justice remains elusive for many of the survivors. What do you think went wrong? And how should we address such cases moving forward?
The Pollachi case is a grim reminder of what happens when power is misused and systems fail to protect the vulnerable. Justice delayed is justice denied. Had I been in power, I would have ensured that the culprits were not just arrested, but also convicted swiftly through fast-track courts. The political connections of the accused only add to the shame of this case. Tamil Nadu cannot afford leaders who protect the guilty for their own interests. The survivors of Pollachi and every other woman who has faced such atrocities deserve justice, not excuses. To address such crimes, Tamil Nadu must invest in three things. Point 1, a robust judicial process that prioritizes women's cases. Point 2, stringent laws against sexual violence. Point 3, a societal shift that empowers women to speak up without fear of stigma or retaliation.
Ma'am, even the women who are meant to protect us, women police officers, are not spared. Many have reported harassment from male colleagues and superiors. If the protectors are themselves victims, what does that say about our system?
This is utterly disgraceful. Women police officers serve on the front lines, often working under tremendous pressure. For them to face harassment within their own ranks is an unforgivable failure of leadership and discipline. During my tenure, I prioritized the empowerment of women in law enforcement. Harassment of any kind must be met with zero tolerance. Independent grievance committees should be set up in every police district, and strict action must be taken against the guilty. The DMK government must understand that failing to protect women in uniform weakens the entire justice system. It sends a dangerous message that women, no matter their role, are not safe.
Ma'am, it feels as though Tamil Nadu is at a crossroads. The safety of women is no longer guaranteed in schools, public spaces, or even within institutions meant to uphold justice. What can we do as a society and as a government to change this?
The safety and dignity of women must be the cornerstone of any government's policies. Without it, no society can claim to be progressive. Here's what I would suggest. Point 1, immediate action against perpetrators. Every case must be taken seriously and culprits must be brought to justice swiftly. Delay breeds impunity. Point 2, empowering women. From education to employment, women must be given equal opportunities and respect. Empowered women can fight back against oppression. Point 3, strengthening institutions, schools, universities, workplaces, and law enforcement must have mechanisms to prevent and address harassment. Point 4. Changing mindsets. This is the most difficult, yet the most essential task. We must educate our boys and men about respect, consent, and equality. Social reform is just as important as legal action.
Ma'am, if you were here today, what message would you give to the DMK government and to the people of Tamil Nadu?
To the DMK government, I say this. Stop making excuses. Stop protecting the powerful. Act decisively or risk losing the trust of the people. Governance is not about rhetoric, it is about results. To the people of Tamil Nadu, especially its women, I say this: do not stay silent. Your voice is your greatest weapon. Raise it against injustice, demand accountability, and never settle for less than what you deserve. Progress is meaningless if half the population lives in fear. Tamil Nadu must rise to its full potential, and that begins with ensuring the safety and dignity of its women.
Ma'am's words remind us of what true leadership looks like: bold, compassionate, and unwavering in its commitment to justice. The Anna University harassment case, the Pollachi scandal, and the harassment of women police officers are not just isolated incidents. They are calls to action for every one of us. We must hold our leaders accountable, demand systemic change, and create a society where every woman can live without fear. Ma'am may no longer be with us, but her legacy of strength and empowerment continues to guide us. Let's honor it by building a Tamil Nadu that upholds her vision.